welcome to my channel, Favorite Readings. Today is the full blood moon eclipse in Taurus, and it's the longest eclipse that has happened in 100 years for this century. So it will be bringing in a lot of new cosmic energy in order to remove negativity and old traumas and stuff like that, so we can start fresh. Now, this will be the reading for fire signs, so that's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, or even if you're a cross watcher, or maybe just called to this video, there may be a message in here for you. Remember, it's general readings, so not everything will resonate with you. If it doesn't, then you have your own free will and you're able to use your own discernment. Today I will be using 3 different decks in a 6-card spread, and I will be using, for the first 2 cards, the Rider-Waite deck, as well as the second cards pulled are going to be from the Victoria Francis Oracle deck. I almost called them tarot cards, but they're not. As well as the Fairy Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine for the last 2 cards. Now, I just wanted, before I start, to remind everyone that there are scammers out there who pretend to be tarot readers. If anyone messages you directly telling that Spirit has sent them there, do not give them your money. That's one of their scams that they've been using recently. And yeah, no, let's get started then. Alright. So for my fire signs, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Our fire signs, spirit, guardians, and guides. Okay, this way. Alright. Or at least be taken. Nope, they just fall out. Okay. I feel like some of you are waiting on abundance for it to come in that you've been working hard for. Which is great, you know, I know that can be difficult being patient and waiting for, you know, the rewards to come in, and we are in the ending of harvest time, so it will be time to, you know, start a new journey once all the hard work has come in. The abundance has come in from the hard work, I should say. For the next 2 cards, Now for our last cards, I get a lot of tense energy from this reading, like or even going through the cards and stuff, and the energy, and if you're feeling that and intense overwhelmness, my fire signs, I know that it's meant to be passionate and everything else like that, but it doesn't feel like passion. It feels like you're sort of impatient, but at the same time excited. So I'm not sure what's making you impatient and nervous and excited. You know, whatever you're waiting on. That's the energy I get right now, is that you're waiting on something. It's making you long for it, but also at the same time excited. All right, we got our 6 cards here. So the first question is, what is this extra potent lunar energy bringing for our fire signs? And for our fire signs, it's got the King of Cups there, king energy. Now, this isn't gender specific for any gender. It just seems like someone who's flowing with abundance, and he's they're sitting there on their throne, which is a foundation which they have built themselves, and they're with flowing abundance and the ship coming in for them here. And it seems there's that one saying where it's like calm seas makes for a bad sailor, and it seems like what the energy is bringing is that you're going to be able to navigate and steer through waters no matter what kind. So whether there's harsh waters or calm waters, you'll be able to navigate it there with the passion, and while being passionate and calm and rich within yourself. Maybe you're into fashion. Yeah, that's what I get for that one, is what does it bring in for you, the energy. It seems like is that you're going to be able to navigate things a little smoother over the next little bit. Just wanted to check something. Yeah, emotionally stable person, negotiation skills. So maybe you have some negotiating to do over the next little bit, and maybe that's what you're waiting on, is that you're going to be possibly purchasing a home, or taking a next big step in your career, graduating, stuff like that, and you're not quite sure how you're going to navigate the next part of your life. And it wants you to show that even no matter the type of terrain you're going to have to deal with, you're going to be able to navigate it. And for question number 2 is something this lunar energy wants me to leave behind, and it seems like it wants you to leave behind this energy that I was talking about, that feeling like you're down and out, and like you're never gonna get over hard times. Everyone has low times and high times, and I know we also have to deal with corporations and stuff like that too, but in our own personal day-to-day life, they don't want you to feel down in it. They want you to know that that you do have this abundance coming in if you stop viewing it like your path. Like, what they're giving me is do I word this? You're viewing your path as you've walked on it the same, even though you've changed directions, and they want you to know that you've changed the direction in your life to start moving towards that abundance, and it's always there for you to start working towards, like, your guides and the universe wants you to know that it always wants your highest good, and the path for your highest good will always be there, just, you know, within your reach. Like that one lady could just like easily just like touch it right there and it'd be, you know, and they just want you to leave behind that feeling of like you're on the wrong path, because you are, and it just might take a little while before you get to see that abundance come in and that stability and the navigation of waters once you gain more experience through skill and time of like lessons learned in this lifetime. Everyone's here to learn lessons, and you know it's not easy, and it can, you know, be you know, ego wants us to feel like we're not good enough and that we're never going to make it and no one wants us to be around. But the lunar energy wants you to release that feeling, and that's what I'm getting for our second question here. And whew, I was rushing it out there. Feels like they may want you to slow down and take some deep breaths, take a look around and see what it is that you can be grateful for, and something you know may find in yourself that you wouldn't have done like even 6 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, and see how much you've actually progressed. And everyone, you know, regresses every now and then, and that's okay because learning takes time, and it's you know, some lessons take longer and for some people than others, and that's okay. It's valid, and you're learning, and as long as you don't give up, that's okay. So for card number 3 is how do I release what's no longer needed? So what we just went over is going to be how to release that. So for that card, we have number 21 from the Victoria Francis Oracle deck. And I'm going to read from it as it is still new and I am slowly learning myself. So in order to release the energy of feeling down and out, and we like the universe is in your favor, which it is, even you have free will, and time to just ask your guides for help. 21, the Stone Guardian. So they want you to know that you're like guardian angels, and that's what they want you. So the feeling I'm getting from it is that they want you to call upon them anytime, you know, and that the universe is there for you. Me shaking it. Can you see it? Sorry. The Stone Guardians support faith and vulnerability. Each one of us is a child of someone. As adults, however successful, important, or busy we are, from time to time, everyone needs support, guidance, and protection. This card suggests that there's a sense of vulnerability around you. It's important to know that your spirit guides are never far away. And even though these higher beings are not physical, you are never alone, as they stand behind you to support your every move and decision. Free will. Do not confuse faith with religion. Rather, faith is having strength to believe there is a force greater than ourselves ready to help us through difficult periods. Your protector may be an earthbound angel. Therefore, do not be afraid to talk to someone close if you need advice. It may be a friend or a relative. You will be surprised where support comes from at this time. So yeah, it's always nice if you know you don't feel comfortable talking or you don't believe in that kind of stuff, because it's okay. Um, it's nice to know have questions in your own beliefs. Um, if you want to just talk to your support team, like just everyday 3D world support team. And if you haven't found that yet, then take every day as an action to love yourself and affirm every day that I am worthy of people in my life who respect me and my loved ones. And eventually, over time, as you higher your own vibration with your own love, you'll just start attracting those who are meant to be there and support you and guide you, because you deserve that. And yeah, you deserve love and support. So remember, if you do believe though, to call on your guides. I'm learning this myself, but the more you do it, the more permission they have, and they're very consent forward. So then they'll be able to help more and guide more and give you synchronicities like numerology with numbers and stuff like that. All right. Number 4 is the message from my shadow self. So that's your side that you may not feel like you show as often. Maybe if you're a people pleaser and you just like don't get to talk about all the things you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad things. Maybe you only talk down about yourself. So your shadow side would be all the good things you don't know. So everyone's shadow self is different, and every shadow needs work. So this is a message from your shadow self. It is number 8 from the Victoria Francis Oracle deck. And I'm getting from it that like it would like you to do some inner child healing, just with the broken childhood from the teddy bear being ripped up there, and the like wanting to dress up, and or even if you don't like dressing up, or maybe you just didn't get to do what you wanted to do. Maybe they did dress you up and you weren't that kind of person with dresses and everything else like that, and now you finally get to, like, you don't have to do that kind of stuff unless you want to. It's one of the messages here. 8. Tears for innocence, past regret, and letting go. Childhood memories, whether happy or dysfunctional, may be at the forefront of your mind. You may be thinking about how your life could have been different, for what could have been if you had taken a different path. With the card earlier, it's like you're thinking on the path. I guess this is what they meant. There is no place for tears or regret in your moving forward journey. What done is done. It is important to remember you're in control of what happens next. Do not allow vulnerability to be your weakness. Rather, allow the challenges of the past become your strength. Hanging on to old negative emotions will hinder you. They serve you no purpose. Now, except to learn from them. It is important that you seek a positive way to deal with negative memories. Do not allow them to cluster your mind. If negative thoughts come in, push them away with positive dreams and ideas. Now, in my own therapy, my therapist used the ACT program, And one of the exercises is to be like, when you have a thought, be like, I'm having thoughts of, and that removes the feeling from your actual self, especially if it's an old one. It's like, I'm having thoughts of, and then you regret. And so now it's a thought, it's not you. You have control over it. And then from there, if you want to, she told me that you try to sing it in the happy birthday tune. So it'd be like, I'm having thoughts of regret. I'm having thoughts of regret. It's really hard to try and stay, you know, without laughing. And laughing's a very high vibrational level, and it's one of the best cures to anything. I believe that. But I just wanted to share that with you. Um, but let's move me back to the reading. Uh, the next one is, how can I illuminate my future? And it is the Ace of Winter, which is the Ace of Swords in the regular tarot deck, traditional, regular. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So for how you can illuminate your future is to not get deterrent by challenges along the way. We're here to learn, and remember to call upon your spiritual team to guide you, or your ancestors even, and make sure that the little, I'm telling you to shine your little light, with the song, because that's what she's doing with both of her hands. She's got her hands out, she's got protection standing behind her, like they said in the other card, that your angels are standing behind you to guide you at any time, and they're like, they're ferocious. They're fearsome warriors, but they want you to shine your light. Don't be afraid to be you. And that's what it was. So maybe in the past you were afraid to be you, which is part of your healing, but in order to shine more in the future, illuminate yourself, is to not be deterred by other people's opinions. They might not understand what makes you unique, and other people will like you for the very reasons that other people won't. Some people just won't like you for even existing. I learned this the hard way. Um, yeah, no, don't let them deter you from being your unique and authentic self. And you'll attract those who are happy that you're unique, and you'll be happy they're unique, and you'll have your chosen family. Like, keep going. They want you to be more your authentic self. So try to, you know, do what makes you happy, is how you can illuminate your future. And number 6 is, what good fortune comes my way? And for our fire signs here, we have the Empress energy. So I feel like that's for you, for yourself. What's coming your way in good fortune is your own confidence and creativity, and success that allows for a life of luxury. And that doesn't mean being super rich or anything, just to be thriving and need for nothing, and be carefree, and like if you work on not letting other people's opinion deter you and you take the time to take action towards creativity and being your authentic self, I believe that that's what's going to be there for you, you know. Um, they brought this up a couple of times about the being anxious and nervous but excited at the same time, and I didn't want to say it beforehand, but now that they've pointed it out multiple times, um, um, with the little one there inside of this, it kind of reminds me of a baby. So maybe someone is expecting, or I know someone who is expecting, or just even possibly for plant baby, because it is a plant after all too. So like, I'm not gonna say it's not. Or birth of an enterprise, I'm seeing, just because with the telescope there inside of it is like something that you've had your eye on for a while. Possibly a home, I've said already, but they did want me to mention the bouncing baby of joy. And or even just the birth of your new self, or getting in touch with your inner child. They wanted, my guys wanted me to tell you as well. That's the feeling I'm getting. But yeah, that's good fortune that comes your way, is that you'll be birthing, you know, so a new self where you won't be taking anyone's, you know, unnecessary, you know, comments and remarks about anything that makes you authentically happy. And I'm proud of you, fire signs. That's not, you know, it's a hard and long process to work towards, you know, allowing the universe to unfold at its natural time. Divine timing, it wears on the patience for sure. And not sure if I had shown or not, but I did pick out a rock for this time. Rock. Oh, a lot of people getting it. My crystal. uh, and it's a spiritual quartz. So the fact that your spirit guides and everything else like that, you know, it's cool. I was looking up, it's for protection and spiritual elevation, which had a lot to do with your cards as well. Sorry, I didn't put that out there right away. All right, and for our fire signs here, I got the words family, baby, boy, and got the word flute here. Maybe what your authentic self is, that you're really into music and you've always wanted to do it, but people are telling you, oh, you have to get into it when you're really young, or that's going to take a lot of work, or and a lot of people, it doesn't become of anything. Like, you know, go ahead and do what makes you happy. Lots of this in the future. Fabulous. Initials. They're giving me Orion's belt. Built. Muffler. And toy. So yeah, definitely some sort of young ones. Maybe you have young ones who's ever watching this and you're just dealing with your children while you're listening to this in the background. If so, thank you. And a family album. Maybe someone's having photos shoot for themselves soon. Just a lot of family and soul family. And I have the words for soul. I have the word quartz. So, well, this was quartz anyway. So, we had Q, T, B, O, L, U, M, Y, and F. Quote. Maybe you're waiting on a quote for something, for moving. For selling your house even. Maybe you're selling and moving into a new house with your family. Or having an outing with your family, because I got out here. Anyways, I will end it off there. That's all the messages I see for now. And yeah, no, I appreciate all the fire signs or cross watchers or anyone else that felt intuitive pull to listen to this reading. May you have found insight, and until the next video, have a good time and happy full moon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.